Good morning, dear students. Today we have first lecture of our automation and robotics. This subject is in 8th semester. So we start from introduction to automation. So today we will cover these topics: the definition of automation, various reasons for automation, few examples of automation, basic element of automated system. Friends, in our day-to-day life, we are seeing many examples, many applications of automation, but we are never mind those. For example, we are using a wristwatch. That wristwatch is used to see the time, and that is automatic. Means we have not provide any power other than DC power, other than cell. Similarly, we are using ATM machines, we are using computers, and many more. So we can define the automation as automation can be explained as a process to create, control, and monitor the application of technology. Automation is the process of handling the operations of equipment such as processor, machinery, stabilization of ships, aircrafts, boilers, and many applications with minimum human efforts. Automation is the technology by which a process or procedure is accomplished without human assistance. Friends, we are doing automation because it has a most important benefit, that is cost benefit. Automation means automatic control. Let we are using our bike, our two-wheeler, our four-wheeler, and in the two-wheeler and four-wheeler there are many sensors which gives many information to us automatically. For example, speed, whether our vehicle is going slow or fast. So the speed, what is the speed of that? Speed automatically indicate by a speedometer, odometer. Similarly, position of the fuel, how much quantity of fuel left. Similarly, various signals, various sensors are there to give you the warning systems. So, my dear friends, all these are the example of automatic systems. You can see in this diagram, we are supplying the power to transformation process. There is a program of instruction which operate control systems, and that control system have a two-way communication with transformation process, and we have to supply the power. See, program of instructions means there may be a program in computer language like C. For example, we are using CNC machines. We are using CNC machines where we give an instruction or a set of instruction to the machines, and that machine have a control system, and that machine is operated with the help of power. And as and when we give the control system, we give the set of instruction, so that machine operate or work accordingly. Means once you enter the program, once you enter the operating system, then you have not to do anything. This is about the manufacturing systems. This is about the manufacturing systems. There are all the manufacturing systems are categorized in three categories in terms of human participation in the process performed by the manufacturing systems. One is manual work system, a worker performing one or more tasks without the aid of power tool, but sometimes using hand tools. For example, a person may use uh, hammer and chisel, or a person may use hand drill machine, a person may use hand hacksaw, for various cutting operations. Second one is worker machine system. A worker operating powered equipment. For example, a worker can use hand drill operating machines. Third one is automated system, where a process performed by a machine without direct participation of a human. For example, we are using CNC machines, we are using robotics. Once we enter the set of instructions, once we enter the program, then machine will do its function automatically. What are the various reasons for automation? See, when there is no benefit, we are not going toward automation. We always see the benefit. The benefits, various benefits are to increase labor productivity. Friends, you must know the productivity. Productivity is the ratio of output with reference to the certain input. Whenever we are saying labor productivity, it means with respect to labor. If we are not using any automation, then with the set of labor, how much output we are getting, and whenever we are using the automation, so with the help of same labor, how much output we are getting. If there is any increase in the output with the use of automation, then we can say it increase labor productivity. Means with the set of same labor, with the quantity of same labor, we will get more output as compared to without automation. To reduce labor cost, friend, to reduce labor cost means whenever we are using automation, we produce more quantity, more output, we are getting more output. So the per part, per output, per piece, the labor cost will be less. To mitigate the effect of labor shortage, to we can say automation is used to minimize the effect of labor shortage. Sometimes there may be problem, there may be labor shortage, sometimes there may be seasonal demand, due to which we have to increase the productivity, and but for short duration labor is not available. So in that case, we can use automation. Automation can help us. We can increase or decrease the production with the help of automation. So if there is a labor shortage, then we can minimize this effect due to automation. To reduce or remove routine, manual and clerical tasks, friends, automation is most beneficial whenever there is a routine task, repeatedly task. So if there is any repeatedly task, whether it is related to account, whether it is related to production industry, we can use automation. You can say an example of ATM machines. In ATM machines, whether you add the money, you credit the money in your account, or you debit the money from your account, or you check the statement, or you transfer the account money from one account to other. So all these are automatically, means there is no person involved in that. As and when you are doing any transaction with ATM machines, it will automatically enter into your account. So that is clerical task. So there we are using automation. To improve worker safety, friends, there are various fields which are hazardous for the worker. Till there was no automation, it was a problem to handle those situations, like dusty atmosphere, salty atmosphere. There may in welding condition, in welding where fumes are there, in desert area, in underwater welding and etc. So where there is a problem of worker safety, where there are the various hazardous conditions, in those conditions we can use automation. So here worker safety improve. To improve product quality, friends, if we are not using machines, we are not using automation. So whenever we are doing work manually, so it is almost impossible to make all the part, all the product just same, ditto same. Whenever we are using machines, we are using automations, so there are possibilities to use same ditto part. Also, whenever we are talking about the surface finish, we are getting very good surface finish and very good close tolerance whenever we are using various machines and automations, which is certainly not possible in hand operated machines to reduce manufacturing lead time. Friends, lead time is the time between the placing the order and getting the material. So if a person or vendor placing an order, in that case, if there is no automation, in that case, what we are doing, we are manufacturing the part, and we are manufacturing the part, and there may be more time to manufacturing the part. But if we are using machines, in that case, the lead time can be reduced or manufacturing time can be reduced. We can manufacture all the parts very fast, and we can supply those material to the vendors very fast. And whenever we supply the metal very fast, we can cover more market, we can reduce lead time, and the company may get profit. To accomplish what cannot be done manually, yes, very good. The manufacturing which we cannot do manually can also be done with the help of machines and automation. So that is the main benefit of the automation. Automation in its full sense is achieved through the use of variety of devices, sensors, actuators, techniques, and equipments that are capable of observing the manufacturing processes. Friends, any device cannot be used in automation which do not have sensors, actuators, equipments. Even if we are using our two-wheeler, we are using four-wheelers, in all these cases, we are using various sensors. In automobile vehicles, we are using various sensors which give information about speed, uh, the position of air filter, and fuel, and others. The development of this technology has become increasingly dependent on the use of computers and computer related technologies. Friends, any automation, we are talking about most automation system. So all the automation system consist computers and computer related technologies, means some programming language. So if there is no computer, it is difficult to control the automation system. The technology of automation has evolved from the related field of mechanization, which had its beginning in the Industrial Revolution. See, all the automation system are using amalgamation of older technology and latest technology. Means the technology which developed during Industrial Revolution and the latest technology which we are using today. Mechanization refers to the replacement of human power with mechanical power of some form. See, whenever we are using mechanical power, we may have some safety risk of the labor of the worker. In the automation system, we're trying to remove this mechanical power or this human power or the animal power with the help of some mechanical power. Early machines were simple machines like lifting a large weight with simple pulley or lever, but today we are using the machines which are based on the renewable energy resources such as wind energy, tidal energy, solar energy, floating water energy, and become a substitute of human energy. We can give an example that the sailboat replaced the paddle boat. Initially, we were using the boat which were sailed. Now we are using paddle boat or motor boat. Early form of automation were driven by clock type mechanism or similar device like a wound up spring as we were using in the alarm clock. steam to produce some simple repetitive actions such as moving figures, making music, or playing games. In 18th, in the end of 18th century or in 19th century, the patent was issued for automatic loom using punch card in textile industries. Modern automation can be said to be industrial robots. Some advantages are repeatability, quality control, higher efficiency, integration with business system, increased productivity, and reduction of labor. Some, whereas automation have various advantages, always there are certain disadvantages. Disadvantages are always connected with advantages. So few disadvantages are high capital investment, right? And it decrease flexibility and increase dependent on maintenance, repair, and controlling systems. See, whenever we are using most automatic systems, though less maintenance is required, but whenever maintenance is required, we cannot do anything without maintenance. We depend on the software engineer which do the programming for the same. Means if there is no programming, you cannot make the part, right? And less flexibility, you can manufacture only those parts for which that automation system has to design, and all the automation system require large capital investment, certainly sometimes which is not possible for small industry, so they have to take the loan from banks or from government. uh, for example, Japan has scrapped many of the industrial robots when they were found to be incapable of adaptation. Few example of automation. If we are talking about our day-to-day life, we are having ATM machines. Whenever we are going to ATM machines, we can do various functions like uh, credit the amount, we can deposit the money in our accounts, we can withdraw the money from our accounts, we can transfer from one account to another account, we can check the balance, we can change the pin code, and there are various applications which we can do with the help of ATM machines, and there is no person from the bank which operate that machine. Means everything is automatically, there is a set of instruction, there is a program. With the help of that program and electric supply, we are doing the same. We are using various vending machines as weighing machines. Various machines are there where we insert a card or we insert the money, and we are getting something like chocolate, cane of cold drink, etc. Starting of a vehicle, whenever we are starting our car or our bus, we are just using a key and the vehicle will start. Wiper of the car, we are just on or off, we are giving an instruction on, and wiper will continuously moving or intermittently moving. Means there is a set of program. If we are talking about the industry, painting robots in the automatic manufacturing industry, I will show you the diagram of this. uh, Painting, in most of the cases, painting is done in the industry, generally in automobile industry, with the help of robots, since no person is involved. Soldering machines, especially where TIG or MIG are, we are using TIG or MIG, in those cases we are using robots. Automatic capping machines, automatic filling machines, automatic bottle units. We are using gas cylinder in our households. So those gas cylinder refill automatically, or water bottles or cold drink bottles, everything they refill automatically, and they cap automatically. Means no person is involved in those cases. Few example in our domestic of automation, you can see there are smart sensor which detect temperature, so they increase light level. Automated blind control that can be used open or closed based on the times or light and heat travel. Integrated cooling and heating enables to optimize energy use through predetermined scheduling or temperature control. Smart meter, which can give the permission to view electricity, gas, and water consumption in the real time. Touch screen control bring together heating, controlling, blinds, lighting, and more into one unified control system. Smart glass turn from transparent to opaque as and when required. So here you can see there are hot water system, lighting, air conditioning, power window blind, garage doors, security system. All they can be controlled with the help of touch screen, or few are the automatic system. So this is a very good example of home automation. If we are talking about the industry automation, you can see the example of car painting. There are robots which are used for painting of the car. You can see the example of the automation in a car manufacturing company. Robots are used to manufacture the car. You can see bottle refilling plant and capping plant. So all the process is done by the automatic machines. There is no person. So these are the few example of automatic systems. So what are the basic elements of an automated systems? See, there are three basic elements of the automatic system. One is the power source, other is control system, third one is program of instruction. See, power source. Power source is required to accomplish the process and operate the automated system. In most of the cases, we are using electrical power, but sometimes we are using hydraulic and pneumatic power. And in those cases also, electrical power is converted into mechanical power, hydraulic power, pneumatic power. We are using electrical power because it is easily available. And there are two actions which are performed by the automated systems: processing and transfer and positioning. And if we are talking about the control system today, all the control system are electronics, and they are operated by some electronic system, electronic circuit, various sensors, analyzer, actuator like cylinders, solenoid, relays, etc., drives, motors, stepper motor, DC motor, servo motor, various linkage, etc., and program of instruction. Third one is means there is a set of instructions. We can say it is a computer program which is used to do the work. So first one is electricity, the principal power source. Electricity is widely available at a moderate cost, easily available in the market, and it can easily transmit from the power stations to the used stations. It can be easily convert in other forms, in mechanical, in thermal, in light, and all, and devices are easily available which convert electrical energy into other energy. Low level power can be used for signal transmission, data processing, and communication. Electricity or electrical energy can easily be step up or step down with the help of transformers. It can be easily stored in the long life batteries. We are using electrical power to accomplish the automated process. So power for the process is used to drive the process itself, to load and unload the work unit, and to transport the workpiece between various operations, various workstations. We can use power for automation, power for controlling unit, power to actuate the control systems, and power for data acquisition and information processing. Next is program of instructions, or we can say it is a C language, or you can say it is a computer program. So program of instruction is a set of commands that specify the sequence of steps in the work cycle and the detail of each step. CNC part program. During each step, there are one or more activities involved change in one or more process parameters. For example, setting of temperature in a furnace, Axis positioning in a position system, on and off of the motor. Third one is control system. See, there are two type of control system which we are using in our automation system. One is closed loop, other is open loop. The difference between closed loop and open loop is only feedback. Closed loop control system is the system in which output variable is compared continuously with an input parameters, and if there is any difference between these two, the difference is used to drive the output into agreement with the input. Means there is a feedback system, and whatever output we required, we give the input parameter so that we can get the output parameter, and the output parameter are continuously comparing with the input parameters. So as and when there is any deviation, input parameters will change, or there will be a message so that we can correct the same. While in open loop control system, there is no feedback loop. This open loop control system is very much simple and less expensive as compared to closed loop control system, but there is a risk that the actuator will not have the intended effect. Means that nobody is responsible for the output. Once you give the input, whatever output you are getting, no problem. For example, you can say, if you are sending a SMS to the person with your mobile, and there is no report system, delivery report system, you send the SMS, then you have no information whether the person received the SMS or not. While if there is delivery report system, you are getting the message that that person received the message. So whenever you are getting the message that person received the message, this is closed loop. And whenever there is no delivery report system, that is known as open loop system. So a process flow chart for feedback control system, or you can say an open loop system. In the first case, a case is feedback control system, you can say closed loop system, where we are giving some input parameters, we are having a controller, actuator, then there are process and output variables. Here output, the condition of the output variables are given by a few sensors to the controller, which compare the output with input. If it is same, no problem, it will continue. If there is any difference, any deviation, then it will inform, or it will try to change the input parameter. While in case of B, which is open loop control system, you can see there is no feedback sensor. Input parameters are given to controller then operate actuator, and actuator give the information to the process, and then you will get the output. Once you will get the output, in that case, you cannot compare your output with your input. Example of positioning system: a one-axis position control system consisting of a lead screw driven by a DC servo motor and using an optical encoder as the feedback sensor. See, in this case, you have to set the value of x-axis. So you give the instruction to controller operate the motor, and then motor operate the lead screw and work table. There is a optical encoder, you can say, which is a sensor which sense the position of the work table of at x-axis, and it send the signal to the controller whether whatever position we want, whether that position is achieved or not. If there is no feedback signal, then it is known as, it will known as open loop system. But now there is a feedback signal system, so it is known as closed loop systems. So friends, this is the today's lecture. If there is any problem, any query, you can ask me. You can. I will try to solve it. And friends, try to give your suggestions so that we can improve the quality of the video. Thank you very much for listening this